Right now, there are people making a living on social media without a huge operational backbone supporting them, or without even selling anything. They don't have tens of staff members or advisors, but only a great idea or a captivating philosophy they constantly pitch to an adoring audience. And then you have those people who are making a killing on social media after having built methodically and over several years a sizable follower base, great products or services, and a super effective conversion machine. In this video, we are combining both operational versions of social media business, the relaxed but money making strategy, as well as the well oiled and highly active and proactive approach. We are showing you the ultimate beginner's guide on how to quickly make ridiculous money on social media with little or no investment and without quitting your day job. Stay tuned. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of Sweetie Kiwi. I hope you are doing fantastic because I'm doing marvelous today. Today's just a beautiful day. I don't know where you're hearing, where you're listening to this show from, but I'm just enjoying fantastic sunny weather here. All right, we are talking today about how to make ridiculous amount of money on social media. Before I even start, please allow me to quickly give a shout out to Macy Taylor. She is in Evansville, that's Indiana. Joel Cunningham in South Bend, Indiana, and Alex Cook in Carmel, Indiana. Macy, Joel, and Alex, we love you. We appreciate your love all the way from Indiana. We bless your families, and we bless the millions of viewers and listeners who support us, who encourage us all over America, Canada, and the rest of the world. Thank you so much. Now, the things I want to talk to you today is that everything I want to say today, all those things are done on the weekend, and you don't want to spend more than 6 hours. So 4 to 6 hours on Saturday or Sunday afternoon, that's pretty good. Don't do 2 days, do only one, right? And try to outsource the most you can. Most importantly, go easy peasy, right? Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Start small and grow gradually. Once you hit a good threshold, revenue wise, you can scale the operation and quit your job, right? You don't need a website unless you want to. So this strategy only applies to social media. That is the existing platforms you have, all right? Okay, first, number one, you want to polish up your online reputation. Polish up your online reputation. Now, this is very important, folks. YOLO. You only live once, but on the internet, you don't live once. Your reputation follows you, so you have to polish it up. What you want to do here is that you want to remove unworthy content from the net. First you want to Google yourself, right? Google yourself. Do a search on your name in Google, Bing, Yahoo, and other search engines. Look for red flags, right? First and foremost, you want to put out the fires. It's important to develop a positive online reputation, right? But the first thing you need to do is to clean up the bad stuff, because employers, believe it or not, are on the hunt for reasons to dismiss your application. So don't give them any. This is very important. There are several key steps that successful professionals can take along their evolution, along their professional journey. And I'm going to give you a few here. So before we talk about that, what are red flags? Red flags can include things like embarrassing or inappropriate photos. Those photos that linger on social media. That picture where you were drunk, on one Saturday evening, and that photo is still on Facebook, and you were tagged into that photo. You want to kill that. You want to kill that photo. Red flags also include negative or inappropriate language or strong opinions, like cursing, that kind of stuff. If you complain about your current or former employers, that's a big no-no, by the way, right? Poor grammar or spelling, that's also a bad one, right? Today you have a lot of spellers. A word has a speller. You can use a spelling tool. So this is something you can quickly fix. If you associate yourself with negative characters, that's also bad. If you have references to illegal activity, drinking or drug use, those are really bad things. Red flags can also include legal challenges. If you are involved in litigation, right, your name is cited in a court action, that's really also bad. If you have inconsistencies between your resume and online presence, for instance, You are saying that you have 10 years, 10 years experience, right, on your resume, but on your LinkedIn profile, there is something else. Or you're probably 35, but you are claiming that you have 20 years experience. Just doesn't make sense, right? Because you didn't start working at 15. That's just common sense, right? So those things are considered red flags, and you want to really pay attention to them. Now, the thing is that you must take action if your search results have any of the red flags that I just mentioned, right? You want to do your best to delete the content you can control, and you want to remove things that you can, and you have to bury. If you cannot remove something, I mean, the alternative is to hire those sort of digital cleaners, but those are very, very expensive companies. So what you want to do is you can bury what you can't clean up. In other words, if you have, let's say, you have a bad photo out there, or a bad, I don't know, like you have a complaint about a current or former employers, you want to go back to their website and sort of throw up a lot of positive content. So if you have one bad piece of content, try to have 10 pieces of good content. So 1 to 10, right? That's how you kind of bury what you can clean up. Now, what I want to do, what I want to say here is that always delete and clean up what you can, because on your own social media, you can easily delete your own posts, photos, and videos, right? You can lock down your website pages or your social media pages. You can drown out the bad old stuff with good new content that I've already said. One thing you also want to do is you want to create a LinkedIn profile. This is critical, folks. I don't care what your industry in. Even if you are telling me, oh, I don't need a LinkedIn profile because I'm a mechanic or I'm a farmer. No, you need to have a LinkedIn profile, because a mechanic is a job. It's a profession, right? Being a farmer means you are employed. It's a job. So LinkedIn allows you to have an online presence professionally. So you got to create one profile. Now, you have to understand that brands will check that before working with you. All brands do, at least the major ones, they'll do. And the good thing is, if you have a LinkedIn profile, it shows the serious, the legit side of you. Okay? Another thing you need to do is, in terms of polishing up your online reputation, is to create a media kit. Now, a media kit is a great tool, even though a lot of folks think it's only for artists. It's not at all. You got it wrong. If you think this is only for artists and companies, no, you got it wrong. If you want to make money on social media with no or little investment, and you want to do so without quitting your day job, you need to create a media kit, because a media kit says who you are at a glance. It gives you control and saves you time, right? In addition, a good media kit helps you promote a specific product or event. You can use it to explain your work approach. You can use it to draw more customers to your brand, and most importantly, it also increases client confidence. Right now, depending on the kind of activity you want to do on social media to make money, if you need to send something to journalists and researchers, a media kit is just a great tool, because it provides readily available info to reporters. All right. I will be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of Sweetie Kiwi. We're still talking about a wonderful topic, one of my favorite topics, online, making money online, making ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching online. So, and number 2, I want you to find your niche. Find your niche ASAP. Because the thing is that research has shown that the most successful online entrepreneurs, especially social media entrepreneurs, they believe that social media alignment means support for whatever strategy their business might generate. So in other words, if they are aligning their social media strategy, it means that they are supporting everything, whether it is doing, placing ads on Facebook, opening a YouTube channel, doing affiliate marketing, and cross-linking it to Pinterest or Instagram, whatever support their strategy needs, they will figure it out. So to find your niche, there are 5 ways to do this. 5 quick ways. Number 1, identify your interest and passion. How do you like to spend your free time? Right? What do you look forward to doing when you're not doing anything? What kind of magazines do you subscribe to, right? What kind of topics do you like to learn to read more about? What clubs or organizations do you belong to? Those will tell you your interest and passion. The second thing is that identify problems you can solve. This is very important. We live in a global marketplace, and if you want to make money online or offline, you need to identify customers' pain points. You need to solve problems. Like I'm trying to solve problems now for you. You're listening to me because you want to make more money. You probably have a lot of talents, but the bank account is screaming, please, please fill me up, fill me up, fill me up, right? You want to fill up the bank account. So basically, you need to listen to this type of podcast around making money on social media. So identify problems you can solve. All right. So if you have, let's say, 10 topics or 5 topics, you can start narrowing down your options. Remember, to create a profitable business, you need to find problems your target customers are experiencing. Then determine whether or not you can actually solve them. Right? So there are a lot of things you can do. You can even research keywords on Google Trends or Google AdWords to be able to find out what are, the top topics that people are thinking about. What are the buzzwords? What are the pain points? All right. Number 3, research your competition. This is key. You got to figure out what your competition is doing, right? You want to first determine the problems that you can solve, right? And then you want to find out whether or not there is still an opportunity to stand out in the crowd, because the thing is not just for you to really get into a market that is crowded, right? And the online market is not a monopoly or a duopoly. It is a crowded marketplace. You have hundreds of players, right? So the thing for you here is that you want to figure out if there is a way to differentiate yourself and create a unique offer, right? So the thing is that you want to think about something like, what kind of value are you adding? What kind of products or services are competitors providing right now? What can you do to add more value to this value chain? All right. Now, number 4, remember, we're talking here about how to find your niche, right? Number 1, you need to identify your interests and passions. Number 2, you need to identify problems you can solve. Number 3, research the competition. Number 4, determine the profitability of your niche. This is very important. You can't just go after a niche that is not profitable, right? That will be a waste of time, energy, money, and everything you could think of, right? So you should have a pretty good idea of what niche you are going to get into, right? Because the thing here is that once you get into that niche, you're gonna have to face a lot of competitors, and those competitors, they'll probably have more experience than you because they've been doing this for a while now, and you don't want to find yourself in a situation where you have an overabundance of products and the demand is thinning, the demand is narrowing. Now you want to get into the opposite. So you want to get into an industry where the demand is large, but the supply is very limited, right? So that helps you market something, that helps you sell something online on social media that allows you to make money quickly. And you can generate commissions, you can generate revenue massively in a short amount of time. Number 5, you want to test your idea. So once you've determined that the niche that you want to get into is profitable, it is important to do some testing, right? Because you basically want to make sure you're not wasting money. So the only thing you could do, one very simple way to do this is to set up a landing page for pre-sales of a product you're developing. You could drive traffic to this page with paid advertising. Even if you don't get pre-sales, that doesn't necessarily mean that you aren't in a viable niche. It could be that your messaging, your content isn't quite right, or you haven't found the right offer yet. So what you want to do is you want to leverage A/B split testing, right? So you can optimize conversions and find out whether or not, and this is very important, whether or not there is anything stopping your market your target market from acting. So you want to test the idea. So before you even roll out the whole thing, you want to test it at a very limited scope, and that scope will be the landing page. All right, we'll be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of Sweetie Kiwi. I hope you are still around, and we are talking today about making money online. This is a very interesting topic, and I just want to quickly, for those who just joined us, I want to quickly give you the context of today's conversation and today's show. Right now, there are millions of people making a living on social media without a huge operational backbone supporting them, or without even selling anything. Those people don't have tens of staff members or advisors, but only a great idea or a captivating philosophy they constantly pitch to an adoring audience. And then you have those people who are making a killing on social media after having built methodically and over several years a sizable follower base, great products or services, and a super effective conversion machine. In this video, we are combining both operational versions of social media business, the relaxed but money-making strategy, as well as the well-oiled and highly active and proactive approach. We're showing you the ultimate beginner's guide on how to quickly make ridiculous money on social media with little or no investment and without quitting your job, right? So I want to talk to you now about the selection process. You need to pick 3 platforms, only 3. But before I do that, I want to give a shout out to Alexandra Watson. She's in West Des Moines, that's Iowa. Christopher Jenkins in Marion, Iowa, and Grace Smith in Waterloo, Iowa. Alessandra Watson, Christopher Jenkins, Grace Smith, thank you so much. We really appreciate it. All the way from Iowa. Thank you so much. Now, I'm going to talk to you now about the selection of platforms. And folks, I want you to really pay attention here, because I'm going to hit the nail on the head here. This is very important. And I want you to really picture the kind of platform you want to pick and why you are choosing it. If you want to choose Facebook, why? If you want to choose YouTube, why? Because believe it or not, in Silicon Valley, research has shown that McKinsey has done research around digital marketing and online success, and they found out that savvy online entrepreneurs understand that long-term strategic alignment is more likely to satisfy their current competitive requirements. In other words, if they're able to align their ideas, their business with the right platform, they can crush rivals faster. They can draw more customers to themselves. They can gain market share more quickly. And this is what I want to show you today, how to really accomplish those things. Now, how do you pick a platform? First, you want to look at the size of the audience. Size of the audience. So you want to go for those platforms that have hundreds of millions of users. We're not talking about millions of users. When it comes to social media, you have to go very, very big. You have to go humongous in terms of the size of the audience. So pick those platforms that have hundreds of millions of users. Here we're talking about Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, LinkedIn, and so on and so forth, right? Number 1. Number 2, the industry you're in. So your current industry, the industry you're currently in, you have to identify whether or not this is a platform that whether the chosen platform aligns with the industry you're currently in. Number 3, the industry you target. So you want to choose a platform based on, among other things, the industry you're targeting. Number 4, where your competitors are. So you can't choose platforms where your competitors are not, right? Unless you have thorough and methodical research that shows that, hey, listen, they are making a big mistake by not being on that platform, and that you want to be on that platform. Other than that, I would say just go with the platforms where competitors are. Don't try to reinvent the wheel. There is a reason why those competitors are there, and don't try to be smart or trying to say that you have you know better than your competitors. You probably do, but to start, it's just better to be where your rivals are. And number 5, while picking the platforms, you want to know the trends on those platforms. Know the trends on those platforms. So 1, size of the audience. Number 2, industry you're in. Number 3, industry you target. In other words, industry you want to get into. Number 4, where your competitors are. And number 5, you have to know the trends on those platforms. Now, our suggestions are you go with what we call the FYI pick: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Facebook for the 1.6 billion or 1.3 billion users who love everything. YouTube for the video part of things, video and audio, and Instagram for the photo part of it. So FYI, that's what we call our FYI pick. So go with Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Whatever you do, whatever industry you're in, and this FYI plan actually covers the 5 things that I spoke about earlier. The size of the audience, right? It's humongous. The industry, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram cover all kinds of industry. And chances are your competitors are there. You will know that it's very easy to know the trends on those platforms, right? Because you have things like Google Trends, you have YouTube trending, you have Facebook trends, you have Instagram trends. All these things allow you to be able to know what works and what doesn't work. And this is why we are recommending those 3 for the global ubiquity, right? So this is basically it. We'll be right back right after this. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of Sweaty Kiwi. I'm just doing fantastic. I hope you are doing marvelous as well. Let me just quickly remind you that all the things I'm talking about here, you can do those things on the weekend. You can spend 4 to 6 hours on Saturday or Sunday, right? And I recommend you don't do them on 2 days, do them on 1 day. So this could be your afternoon from 2 to 6. Outsource most activities. And the thing is, you want to go easy peasy. So if I'm talking about find your niche, or determine the platforms you want, you can do those yourself. But there are other things where you can just outsource the task to another company. So go easy peasy, right? Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. That's the motto here. You want to start small and grow gradually. Once you hit a good threshold, revenue-wise, you can scale the operation and quit your job, right? You don't need a website unless you want to. The strategy, and the reason why you don't need a website is because you are using a social media. The platform is already there. So this strategy only applies to social media, that is existing social media. All right. Now, if you just joined the show or you've been listening to us for a while and you like what you're hearing, please consider subscribing to our channel. We really appreciate it. We want and hit the notification bell so you are informed whenever we drop a new show. Please like this content, share it, and comment below. Give us your experience online with online business. If you have had some success, this is very, very important. Now, this show is it's not for the typical couch potato. Now, if you got to really get out there and get some work done. Of course, this is on a part-time basis, but it's not for couch potatoes. Which is why originally I was talking about making sure you do some work, like you do a little bit of work on Saturday afternoon. All right. So let's move on to number 4. You want to join an influencer network. Okay. You want to join an influencer network. Why? This has several advantages. The thing is, when you analyze online success stories, when you analyze the success stories and you contrast that with the failure stories, right? You realize that those who failed, they didn't fail because they were struggling in the ratings or they were struggling in terms of customer engagement. Not because those entrepreneurs who failed, they lacked some kind of business appeal or impact, but because they had no thesis, if you will. They had no thesis or arc or operational arc that held their whole strategy together. They had no strategic thesis or operational arc that held everything together. So they were just here and there. They had no plan in terms of whether or not they will be on Facebook and how this presence on Facebook will correlate or interrelate with their presence on YouTube, and how the presence on YouTube and Facebook will correlate on their presence on Instagram. So the bottom line is they had no arc, they had no what I call no operational arc that held everything together. And this is what I'm going to show you here. By joining an influencer network, you can hold that operational arc together. Search manually. First thing is search manually. Do a social media search. You can do an article search. You can look for the biggest people with the biggest followers. You can look for people who are most covered in the media. Those will be your influencers, right? Use the tools. You can use tools to find relevant influencers on social media. Some of those tools are free. Some have a small amount that you have to pay. Here I'm giving you a list of names. This you can do your Google search yourself, but during research we found a few names that we want to share with you here. So we have a Wario, you have Clear, you have Tracker, you have Upfluence, you have Buzz Sumo, Group High, Buzz Stream, Ninja Outreach, Hipsy, and Hype Auditor. So those are tools that allow you to find influencers on social media. Now, you can search for influencers in more than 200 or 300 industries and across all social platforms, right? And what you want to do is, right now I'm talking about, if you use any of those tools, they allow you to really search on multiple platforms. Again, we're talking about Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Pinterest, and TikTok, if that's what you want. Now, once you do that, you want to filter by specific, you want to filter the results by specific keywords, right? Social media platform, community size, engagement rate, language, country, precise geolocation, and audience demographics. And why are you doing that? You're doing this because you want to get optimal search results, right? We're trying to really get away from randomness here, and we're trying to really get into a scientific approach to make sure that you make that money, that you become a multimillionaire online. So you want to get intuitive keyword suggestions to find the best influencer picks for your target group. Now, you can find that influencer by, after looking at the profiles. You can compare their ratings with ease. You can narrow down the list to 10 or 20 influencers, right? And you can study those influencer profiles with a detailed breakdown of the recent post, audience size, engagement rates, and impressions for social media platforms and blogs. All right? So this is very important. Now, one thing you can also do is that you can also look for the relevant influencers that match your brand. This is key. You want to make sure that you are able to find those who are very close to you. Now, if you don't have a brand because you're starting or because you are trying to become a brand, make sure that you find the relevant influencers that match your idea, or your project. And the thing is, you want to contact those influencers. Try to contact influencers at scale and save time. So again, you can use the tools that I mentioned earlier. You can really, download the list of influencers. You can export the list to CSV or Excel. You can really share this with third parties. And the goal here is that you want to narrow the list of 200 or 100 to 10. And once you do that, you can contact them and you can start monitoring your own approach. But it is very important for you to join an influencer network, because that's going to help you. That's going to kick off your career online, your part-time career. All right. We'll be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of Sweetie Kiwi. I'm very happy to have you here. It's been fantastic talking to you about online marketing, making money, making ka-ching online. Beautiful, 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 beautiful stuff. Let's talk now about how to create quality content. Before we talk about that, please, we just want to give a shout out to our fans and listeners and viewers all over the United States and Canada, particularly Bella Price. She is in Lawrence, Kansas. Colton Roach, she's in Leawood. that's in Kansas, and Abby Snow, she's Olathe, that's in Kansas. Thank you so much, Abby Snow, Colton Roach, and Bella Price for your support. We really appreciate it. Now, what are we talking about today? What is today's conversation about? Very simple. Right now, there are people making a living on social media without a huge operational backbone supporting them, or without even selling anything. They don't have tens of staff members or advisors, but only a great idea or a captivating philosophy they constantly pitch to an adoring audience. And then you have those people who are making a killing on social media. If they haven't built methodically and over several years a sizable follower base, great products or services, and a super effective conversion machine. In this video, I am combining both operational versions of social media business, the relaxed but money-making strategy on one end, as well as, and on the other end, the well-oiled and highly effective approach. We're showing you the ultimate beginner's guide on how to quickly make ridiculous money on social media with little or no investment and without quitting your day job. So now let's quickly get into it. I have talked to you about how to find your niche, how to join an influencer network. Now it's time to create quality content, right? You gotta have quality content in today's world, whether you are trying to make money online or offline. Quality content is always important, and content can be video, can be audio, can be written, it can be infographics, whatever it is, you want to create quality content, right? Now, I know that sometimes people think, well, I'm part of a squad of, my squad doesn't want me to do this because, well, either you want to pursue your career online by yourself, or you want to be pursuing the career with your squad. The thing is, you have to be able to think independently and see what's important for you, so that you create the content that resonates with you and that resonates with your audience. So you want to tailor the content to your audience and niche. And one thing that is very important here is that you want to go long from the get-go. Let me repeat that. You want to go long from the get-go. Why? Long format is better than short format when it comes to online marketing. For example, a 30 minutes video once a week, it's better than a 5-minute video every day. Let me repeat that. A 30-minute video once a week, it's better than 6 5-minute videos every day for the next 6 days, actually, if you think about it. So you must publish often, lest you get buried real quick in social media cemetery, right? Because, the thing here is that people have a very short attention span. So you want to publish as often as possible. You want to stick to a publishing calendar that is convenient to you. So don't go too fast at first. It's a marathon, folks. It's not a sprint. So once a week is a good start. You want to start little. You want to build up. You want to build momentum. You want to check what the opposition is doing. It's very important to do some opposition research here. Oppo research is important. You want to know what your rivals are doing, what kind of videos they're dropping, that kind of stuff. You want to mix written, audio, and video, with priority to video, because voice search is coming big, right? It's coming big time. Pictures are good for engagement, but they cannot always be read by a search engine. All right? One thing you also want to do is you want to advertise your content. So you want to pay for ads on Facebook or YouTube or Pinterest or Instagram, whatever platform you use. Make sure you advertise on the same platform. Always ask for audience feedback. That will be very helpful to you if you are trying to get closer to your audience. Ask for your audience feedback. Speaking of which, I'm asking now for audience feedback. Please drop a comment below and let us know what you believe, what you think, what you like about this show, what you don't like. We're always open to feedback. Constructive feedback is very important. So drop a comment below and let us know, all right? So that's for audience feedback. And number 5, one thing you want to do is try to outsource part or all of the content creation process. Because again, remember, the gist of this show is to make sure that you do this thing on a part-time basis, right? So as I said before, all these things are done on the weekend, 4 to 6 hours on Saturday or Sunday. You want to outsource most of them. So you want to invest in tech gear. If you're doing video, you want to invest. You want to buy some good camera, to or 300 or even 800 bucks. You want to have something that is cutting edge, that is really, 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 really modern, right? That is very technologically on point. So things like equipment for the writing, so you can outsource the writing, the camera, the video production. You can hire like a video producer. Photo, video editing software, you can invest in that, or again, just reach out to a professional who can do that for you. You can even use iPhone or free apps to start, right? If you don't have the cash right now, start with an iPhone or free apps, and then later on you can upgrade. Once the ka-ching start coming in, you can really upgrade. All right, cool. I'll be right back right after this. Woo-hoo. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of Sweetie Kiwi. I'm just giving a lot of freebies in this show, right? I'm giving a lot of free advice. I'm giving a lot of freebies to newbies and to veterans. This is very interesting. This is what I really like, because it's important to understand how to make money online, but people have to have the right kind of info, right? It's also important, if you want to make money online, that you analyze the strategic interest and motives behind the involvement and judgments of your audience. And while doing that, you can better understand their opinion, their actions, their support or opposition to a product, to a service, to anything, right? Especially if you are introducing something disruptive, if you have some kind of disruptive product or service, something that goes counter the existing norms, you want to have a better understanding of the strategic interest and motives behind anything your audience does. And this is why I want you to boost engagement rates. And that's number 6. I want you to boost. You want to boost engagement rates. Things like, dislike, comment, share, subscribe, convert, tag, view. This is what you want to do. And this is what I've been doing, as you can imagine, here during this show, that we're trying to grow our audience. So we're constantly asking people to subscribe, like, share, comment, and sometimes also watch the ads that we serve, because this show is ad supported. So let's quickly get back here. How do you to quickly make ridiculous money on social media with little or no investment and without quitting your day job? You need to boost engagement rates in everything you do. So you want to talk about your topic, not just your brain. You want to focus on the topic. So if you are, say, talking about a video game, right? Focus on the topic, focus on the game, not your brain, because your brain will get the subsidiary support, the subsidiary accolade, but talk first about the content. Talk first about why people are reading your article or watching your video or watching your picture. All right. Another way to boost engagement rates is to join questions and answer sessions. Whether it is on Facebook or on YouTube, you want to join question and answer Q&A sessions with your audience. You want to share other people's content. That's also a very great way to attract, I would say, camaraderie, to attract well-being, to attract kindness to you. So you want to share other people's content. Make your post visual. I think I mentioned before that video search is coming big. Voice search is coming big. You have YouTube there, which is one of the number two search engine after Google. So make your post visual, whether it is in video or in photo. You want to add relevant hashtags to your post. This is also very critical here. Again, regardless of the social media you choose, you want to use hashtags to every post you do. That way people know exactly what's really happening. People know what kind of content you're talking about, what kind of topic you're covering. That's very important. You also want to create polls and surveys. Right now, research from consultancy KPMG has shown that surveys and polls really boost engagement rates, and this is something that a lot of successful online entrepreneurs are doing, not just in Silicon Valley, but also overseas. So that's a very good one. You want to run contests and giveaways. That's one of my favorites too. You can run contests and giveaways and really increase your audience that way. Post frequently and optimally. Now, optimally means you want to post at optimal times, right? If your audience is available and engaged between 2 and 4 p.m. or 2 and 6 p.m., that's when you want to post, right? Think of this as some kind of TV show. So if you know your audience is available at a specific time of the day, you can really sort of like you can drop a lot of posts at those optimal times. You also want to engage with the latest trends and issues, right? To boost engagement rates, again, by engagement rates, I'm talking about the view, the tag, the convert, the subscribe, the share, the comment, the like, dislike. If you want to engage with the latest trends and issues, to boost your engagement, you have to be there when those trends arise, right? You have to know those trends in the first place. And the last thing you want to do to boost engagement rates is to use analytics tools to monitor engagement. If you want to boost those rates, you need to track and monitor them. You need to track and try to optimize them. And this is very important. Those are things that you can outsource, but make sure that when you outsource them, the company or persons doing the job knows exactly what you want. This is very important. All right, I'll be right back right after this. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of Sweetie Kiwi. I'm still here just enjoying the show. We are having a wonderful conversation here around online marketing and all the good things that are happening. And online marketing is a great job. It's a great job. Online marketing is a great process that allows millions of people today nowadays to be commercially successful. And we want to teach you how to get there as well. And this is very important. So let's get right into it. We have talked about boosting engagement rates, talked about promoting affiliate products. No, now I want to talk to you about promoting affiliate products, actually. Yes. How do you do that? How do you promote affiliate products? But before we do that, I just want to quickly give a shout out to Rail & Combs in Frankfort, Kentucky, Joseph Rowland in Bowling Green, Kentucky, and Haley Garrett in Owensboro, Kentucky. Thank you so much for your support. We really appreciate it. Thank you. And let's just jump right into it. How do you promote affiliate products? Now, sign up with the best affiliate network for your niche and product services, right? Again, if you are trying to sell online, you're trying to buy a lot of products and you're trying to sell them through your social media, there are a lot of affiliate networks that are out there. I don't want to get into names because I don't endorse any of them. They are great, but they're not paying me. They're not paying me a lot to mention them here. But everybody knows ClickBank, Amazon, and the like, right? So make sure you choose an affiliate network that has a lot of what I call promotional power, right? That they have a large platform. Traffic goes into the website. This is very important. Otherwise, you would have done all this work for what? Nada, zilch, nothing. So make sure you choose the one that has, those that are prominent out there. This is very important. Now, those entrepreneurs who are trying to make money on social media, please, you need to get involved in this debate right now in terms of promoting affiliate products, so you can help others navigate the uncertainty and decide whether or not to adopt. They should adopt the promotional path. So for those who have experience, please comment below. Let us know what you think, whether or not it is worth it to promote affiliate products. I believe, and our production team has spent nearly 6 months on this topic, and we've seen that it works. You want to disclose your affiliate relationships. So whether you are on Facebook, YouTube, or Instagram, disclose to your audience your affiliate relationship. So this is basically, in some cases, even a legal requirement, right? But even if it's not, it's always best practice to disclose that. And believe me, your audience will appreciate your honesty. A third thing you have to understand is that if you want to do a social media campaign, you can advertise about your affiliate links. So you can actually get the best of both worlds, right? If you want to advertise about your own products, you can also advertise other people's products for which you are getting paid a commission, right? So that's a good one. Number 4, create helpful content. Again, here I'm talking about video, audio, infographics, written. Create helpful content around the product and service, right? So here I'm not necessarily talking about your product. This is the affiliate product. This is the product for which you are advertising somebody else's product. Even if it is, you have to advertise it, because the bottom line here is that when people click, when your audience member, when someone from your audience clicks on that link and there is a sale at the end, you are getting a cut. And this is pretty good money depending on the size of your audience. So you want to put some thoughtful approach into that. You can add banners and button on your sites, right? Here you don't have a site, but you can create, if you will, a testing page, a landing page. You remember earlier I was talking to you about having A/B testing? Yes, you can have, something very nice, banners, buttons on that website. So that, again, I'm talking about one pager, probably take you 15 minutes or 30 minutes or $50 to create just a landing page. Write an in-depth product review. So if you want to promote affiliate products, you can choose one of those products that relates to your primary niche, that relates to your primary skill set, and write an in-depth product review. Just remember, I'm emphasizing the word in-depth. You want something deep, not anything superficial that will only be about 100 words, right? You want something deep of 5,000 words or 1,000 words. This kind of depth will really give you a lot of customer engagement. All right. You also want to you can do a mega comparison post. So on social media, you can really compare 2 products, but really 2 or 3 products. But again, it has to be mega. People want to see that you put a lot of thought, a lot of effort, a lot of work into this before they can reward you, right? Create a course around the product that you are selling. If you're selling you're not actually selling, you are promoting an affiliate product. You can create a course around it. Again, here, when people hear the word course, they're thinking, well, that's just a lot of preparation. No, it's not a lot of preparation. A course can be 15 minutes. Of course, it will probably take you 2 hours, give or take, to finish the whole thing. So this is 1 hour just to draft the script, 30 minutes to rehearse and do everything, 15 minutes to do the actual course, and about 15 to 30 minutes to edit it, right? But now if you outsource everything, things become more easy. Things becomes easier. So create a course around it. You want to offer promos, coupons, incentives, and or loyalty rewards, right? You want to diversify the array of freebies that you give away, so that people are interested in your platform. They are interested in your account, in your social media account. You also want to do a training around the product or service, right? Now, training can be a webinar, right? It could be a webinar, it could be something live. If you're comfortable on camera, if you're articulate enough to and convincing enough to let people see you, people judge you based on your products, based on your standing, based on your the content that you are actually saying. If you're comfortable with your stage presence, go ahead and do a webinar, right? You can also negotiate with the owner of the products for an exclusive deal for your readers. Isn't that beautiful? This is just fantastic. Imagine, like, your readers will thank you for this. Imagine you have a sizable audience, let's say 100,000 or 500,000, and people look up to you for advice on a few things. You can talk to the owner and say, listen, my audience is special. I treat my audience members as family. Please give me a 20% discount. so that my folks will actually buy from you. Now, if you are convincing, if you can make a good case and a good pitch, chances are, guess what? You are going to get the deal. You are going to get the deal. So always try that. Also, compose a detailed product case study. Here, in this case, just kind of give you folks an idea. I'm trying to give you several secrets on how to promote affiliate products on your social media to make money like crazy within a small span of time. All right. So you want to create a detailed product case study. So you choose a product that you like. Again, choose a product that is closer to you in terms of, closer to you means that it is in the niche that you're targeting. You are intellectually capable of covering that product, discussing it, analyzing it. You know the product, it is in your field, right? And again, the emphasis here is on detail, right? Before I talked about profound, deep, long form sort of content. This is very important. You can also publish a product alternative post. In other words, instead of talking about the product you are promoting, you talk about alternatives. So the audience can see that you are an unbiased person. You are able to see both sides of the equation. You are able to give advice, very objective advice, and they'll thank you for that by clicking on the link and potentially buying from that link. One thing you want to do also is that you can mention the product or the service in an epic content post, right? Again, here, words like epic, long form, deep. I'm just emphasizing the fact that it has to be long. Just don't make it very short, right? So you mentioned that. So here are the various ways you can promote affiliate products. So you just create your social media account. You have good content, helpful content. People flock to it. People want to be engaged, and to make extra cash, you are using affiliate networking to be able to get money and draw people to your Facebook account, to your YouTube account, to your Instagram account, and then right after sending them to the website or to the web store of the affiliate products you are advertising for. We'll be right back right after this. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of Sweetie Kiwi. I hope you are doing fantastic so far. I'm doing wonderful. I'm just doing wonderful here. Now, let's just make sure that I just quickly explain the fact that every advice I'm giving you in this show, all these things I'm talking about can be done over the weekend, right? I'm talking 4 to 6 hours on Saturday or Sunday. Don't do them on 2 days. Do them on one sitting, one session. So 4 hours, Tuesday afternoon, 3 to 7, 2 to 6 p.m. That's really good. Outsource the most you can. Go easy peasy lemon squeezy. Start small and grow gradually. Once you hit a good threshold revenue-wise, you can scale the operation and quit your job. You don't need a website unless you want to, right? This strategy only applies to social media, that is, existing platforms. You have nothing else to create, okay? Because this is an important time to make ridiculous money on social media. Because right now, there are people making a living on social media without a huge operational backbone supporting them, or without even selling anything. You know the names that I'm talking about. They don't have tons of staff members or advisors, but only a great idea or a captivating philosophy that constantly pitch to an adoring audience. And then you have those people who are making a killing on social media after having built methodically and over several years a sizable follower base, great products or services, and a super effective conversion machine. In this video, we are combining both operational version of social media business. On one end, the relaxed but money-making strategy. On the other end, the well-oiled and highly active and proactive approach. We're showing you the ultimate beginner's guide on how to quickly make ridiculous money on social media with little or no investment and without quitting your day job. Now let's talk about number 8. Now, all these things that I'm talking about, you can certainly do them. People are doing them every day. People are becoming millionaires in this world, in this United States of America, in Canada, in the UK, in Australia, everywhere. People are becoming a wonderful, super successful millionaire. So if you have the will, don't be a chicken. Don't be a chicken. Don't be a cash potato. Just do it. You can do it. All right. Now, let's talk about how to make money from your own talent. This is wonderful. Now, chances are, if you create a social media account, your account will not disrupt the digital world overnight. But when it does, it will reflect, believe me, it will reflect a larger and more complex event data set that its inherent technological or economic merits. In other words, you don't need to have something extraordinary to succeed. You gotta have talent, of course, but more importantly, you gotta have consistency. Talent, consistency, and focusing on the right content, the kind of content that your fan base wants. First, to make money from your own talent, do sponsors post. This is a very good one, although doing our research, we've seen that there are two sides of this debate. There are people who believe that it's not a good thing to do sponsors post because the YouTuber or the Facebooker or the Instagrammer is taking advantage of his or her audience and selling to them a product he or she doesn't believe in. And on the other side of the debate, you have people who actually believe it's good to have, if you have a good fit, if you have a great fit, it's good to do sponsor post. We are on the latter side. We believe it is great to do sponsor post because not only it can be lucrative for you if you are the account holder, you're able to make money, but you also talk about something that makes sense to you. Now, again, make sure that you choose a product or service you really believe in, you have tested, you can talk about comfortably, and you can talk about at length. So that's the first part. Number 2, you can promote your coaching or consulting services. Now, I hear you. You might say, well, I'm not a consultant, I'm not a coach. Believe me, everybody has a skill. Everyone, including you. Yes, you. You do have you do have some expertise or a talent. So if you are able to convert that talent into a solution, then you become a coach or a consultant. In other words, the idea is to solve customers' pain point. You got to realize how to tie your talent into a well-packaged solution kit, right? So you can promote your coaching or consulting services on social media and make money. Now, the thing here is that people always say that, consulting services, if you are already a consultant, let's say you are a consultant in real life, right? So, or you are a coach, you might say, well, I'm not really sure that social media will help me convert business. In other words, I'm not really sure that I can see a direct link between my social media fan base and how much money I make in real life. Now, social media is a great place to generate leads for your consulting business. Hands down. Whether you are a swimming teacher, a crafts professor, or a life coach, if you can demonstrate expertise in that specific area that you want to target, you can create more interest for your services by connecting with your target customer on social media. This is the power of photos, and even more than that, video. So this is very important. Now, you can also make money through coaching sessions that you conduct via Skype. I'm not endorsing or doing anything for Skype here, but because I think they still need to pay me, right? Skype, if you hear this, ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. No, the idea is very simple, right? You want to conduct one-on-one via any kind of software or platform that allows you to do one-on-one teleconference. So you can make money, and I just gave you the example of Skype because this is the one that a lot of people know about, but there are several other alternatives to Skype. So you can make money without leaving your house, and consulting can be lucrative because just make sure that you're able to present yourself in a very good way, and remember not to undercut yourself. Okay, charge a fair price for your time and effort. You can use PayPal or other services to get paid, and always get paid before the session. Don't get paid after. No, the clients will send you the cash you get everything before. Now, we've seen some schemes where customers will pay 75% before and 25% after. I always believe it's great for the coaches or the consultant's reputation to ask payments up front. If you start charging 50% before, 50% after, or 75, 25, it's just not good for your reputation. So make sure you get all the cash, and that will put extra pressure on you to deliver, because customers always have the right to a refund, right? Or they'll just they just destroy your online reputation. So consultants and coaches have an incentive to deliver, because customers, if they don't get reimbursed, the worst that can happen, and that's even worse than getting the money back from the coach's standpoint, the worst that can happen is that they'll just start, putting negative and adverse ratings on the consultant, and it's a biggie. So you don't want that. You as a coach, you don't want that. Now you can even consider enlisting on a site called Teachable. Now, Teachable is a social online learning platform that allows users to create and sell online courses. Now, we have tested this site for the last 3 months. We believe it is legit. It works. It has all the proper features. It has all the proper functionalities that you need. So this is something that you can actually do. So the idea here is to have a website. To have a social media account, right? You do the video, you post it there. You could probably even post like a teaser there, right? A 10 minutes teaser, and you create another long video with your iPhone here or something, iPhone or even an audio, depending on the needs of the video or the content, and just post that full length video on Teachable. Now, obviously, Teachable is in business to make money, so they probably get a cut. Not probably, they certainly will get a cut of your fees, probably 10%, 50%. You want to check their website and see what they currently have. Now, the good thing is that the strategy I'm giving you here, that strategy can also work in unison with selling information products, right? So those who want your advice are more likely to be interested in things like ebooks and courses you've created. All right, I'll be right back right after this. Welcome back, folks. We're still here talking about something very nice. I love talking about social media. We are very happy to have you here. Go grab a cup of coffee, tea, or vodka if you're still around with us. Please, if you love this content so far, consider subscribing to our channel. We drop beautiful gems of content every day or every 2 days or once a day, depending upon our inspiration. Please turn on the notification bell so you are aware and notified whenever we drop a new show. Please like this content. We appreciate it. We know that you like it, and we love you back. Please like it. Share with people who want to make money on the side. We love helping people making money. Please share and comment below. Give us your experience. If you have questions, comment below. What is your experience when it comes to social media? Have you sold, or are you selling? Are you currently selling on social media? What is the results? Positive, negative? What are the things you have learned along the way? Please share the intellectual wealth with the rest of the Sweetie Kiwi community. We appreciate it. And also, before I forget, watch all the ads we serve in this show, because this show is ad supported. We need resources to buy new equipment, to send the team to sites for investigation and reporting, to expand the production team. We want to buy the latest form of technology to be able to serve you. To do what? To be able to do a free, high quality show. All right. Now, quick shout out to Maya Rivas in Shreveport, Louisiana, Hayden Daniel in Lafayette, Louisiana, and Jaleesa Thompson in Lake Charles, Louisiana. I love Lake Charles, wonderful place. So Maya Rivas, Hayden Daniel, Jaleesa Thompson, thank you so much for your support. We really appreciate it. Now, how do you grow on the 3 social media you picked earlier? Haha. Okay. Are you frustrated? Are you tense so far? No. Lighten up. Lighten up. Lighten up. All right. How do you grow on the 3 social media? Now, we chose here to go with Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram, right? We want to call it the FYI approach. For your info, you should choose the Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram approach. Now on YouTube, how do you grow social media? How do you grow on YouTube? How do you make money? How do you make money on YouTube? We are preparing actually a long form show about how to grow on YouTube, on Instagram, and Facebook. But here we are just going to give you a gist of it, so you could probably just start thinking about it. Again, you can even outsource this. Like I said earlier, everything given to you in this show can be outsourced. Whatever technology you choose, whatever software you choose, whatever person you choose, whatever company you choose, whatever subcontractor you choose, make sure that they're comfortable with the niche you're in and the topic you treat. It's very important. Don't rely only on the software or technology. No, because technology adoption based on the technology alone is bound to miss the mark. It's bound to not give you the results you want. So the technology, you have to use it as a means, not as an end in itself. Okay. For YouTube, the process to grow, you first want to become a YouTube partner. In other words, you want to monetize your account. This is important because you cannot grow without being monetized. Even if you don't need the money, you need to become monetized because you want to allow YouTube to place ads on your videos. The reason why is a win-win for you and YouTube. YouTube will never promote your videos if you're not monetized. And the algorithm wants YouTube to make money, right? Because this is not for free. YouTube has a business model. They have shareholders. They have a lot of, they need to grow their business. They need to grow their platform. It takes a lot of cash. It takes hundreds of millions of dollars to maintain a platform such as YouTube. So if they allow you to come and publish stuff on their platform, it just makes sense for you to also help them grow. I think it's just good karma here. So become a YouTube partner. Build videos around a single keyword and topic, right? So if you are, for instance, in fashion, make sure that you find a sub-product, a subtopic in the fashion industry, maybe cosmetics or, whatever it is, and try to really build videos around a single, that specific topic. You can reformat existing quality content. So in other words, if you have content out there that you have not published or that has been in the closet for a while, you can reformat it and use it on YouTube. So for instance, if you've posted a blog on Facebook, right, and you want to readapt that blog into a video, you can do so. Engage with your audience. We talked about it before, how to boost audience engagement. You want to get branded. So you want to give you want to give the audience the impression that this is something serious, something well done, something that people can trust. Because remember that when it comes to online, trust is very important. The audience has to be comfortable with you, right? So you want to get branded in terms of color, in terms of channel banner, that kind of good stuff. You want to promote your YouTube videos on other social channels. Now this is good because cross promotion always works in all industries, right? So before social media, companies used to promote stuff on TV, on radio, in the newspapers. They still do it anyway, but today we're just talking about social media here. So you want to promote your videos on other social media. You want to show up, so be consistent, right? You want to be consistent in your production of videos. You want to post great thumbnails, right? Thumbnails is that little picture that you see before clicking on a video. That's the picture that you saw before clicking on this particular show. Thank you so much. I think we have to do a better job to catch people more. Of course, don't do clickbaits, right? Don't try to trick your audience. This is very bad. It's just a killer for your reputation, but also for the trust people have on you. And you want to push for subscriptions. That's why I always keep saying, please subscribe, please subscribe, please subscribe. You want to leverage YouTube cards. Now, this is part of YouTube. We are having a seriously long form show around it where we will explain detail by detail, step by step, what you need to do. All right. Now, how do you grow on Instagram? Let me just first, let me talk about Instagram before Facebook here. How do you go on Instagram? Instagram's You want to like photos in your niche, right? You want to create a theme for your photos. So it just means categories for your photos. You want to socialize. You want to participate. You want to comment on other people's, pictures and other people's posts. You want to create a hashtag, and you want to encourage others to use it too. So, if you create, hashtag YOLO, you only live once. Okay. Encourage your fans and followers to use that hashtag, that YOLO hashtag also. Run a contest. People love contests in general, particularly on Instagram. So they love those. Use Instagram stories. That's a great feature on the platform that a lot of successful people use, including celebrities such as Dwayne The Rock Johnson and Will Smith and a lot of celebrities use that. You want to encourage your followers to take action, so you always want to have some kind of CTA in your Instagram strategy. Geotag your photos. This is great. This is fantastic. You want to always geotag your photos. You need to constantly figure out what your audience likes, what they don't like, the kind of trends they're following, this kind of stuff. So get intel on your audience all the time. And the good thing here is that you can link your Instagram account to your other networks. This is fantastic. You have to do this so that you sort of acquire what I told you before, which is the cross promotion. Very, very important. Now, approach popular users to collaborate. Doing collabs it's always great, not just in showbiz, but also on social media. It's always fantastic. All right. So this is certainly something that you want to think about and do seriously. How do you grow on Facebook? Now, Facebook is the number one social media by certain standards here. So you want to build your presence and authority on Facebook. You want to publish evergreen content. Now, this is very important, folks. Try to publish. The more evergreen content you publish, the better. Like the one you're listening to now. We are trying to publish evergreen content that doesn't die 2 days after publication. That's why we don't chase the news. We publish things that will improve our audience members' lives even 5 or 10 years from now. Of course, that's if social media is still around, but I'm sure they will be. You can create invite-only groups for your most engaged audience members. If you want to give a touch of exclusivity to a particular topic you're working on, you can create invite-only group. Use organic post targeting. This is very key also. Now, one thing you'll want to do, this is very important, is that try to figure out the time where your audience is awake and active, but you want to post when your rivals are asleep and snoring. So when your competitors are sleeping, that's when you post. You want to post more link, right? You want to publish videos natively on Facebook. Facebook doesn't like when people trying to bring other video platforms onto their platform, which makes sense, right? Because they're trying to keep the audience on the platform. That's how they make money. So publish videos natively on Facebook. If you want to link a video to a long form video on YouTube, just first create a small teaser on Facebook and link that teaser to YouTube. You want to test your posting frequency. You want to partner with other Facebook pages in your niche. You want to let your email list, do everything else. You want to run context. You want to share posts. A whole lot of stuff you can do to grow your account on Facebook. Now, I'm only giving you a few here, but the bottom line is that if you do it right and you do it consistently and you advertise from time to time on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, you should be fine. You will start making ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching like crazy. Now, all those things I'm talking about can be done and are done. You actually do them over the weekend. They're not done during the week, right? You do them over the weekend for 4 hours on Saturday or Sunday. You want to outsource the most you can. Go easy peasy. Start small and grow gradually. Once you hit a good threshold, revenue-wise, you can scale the operation and quit your job. You don't need a website unless you want to. If you think about what I just said, we based our strategy on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram, right? Because this strategy only applies to social media, that is, existing platforms. We will be right back right after this. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of Sweaty Kiwi. I'm doing fantastic. I hope you are doing fantastic. Yeah, I hope you are doing fantastic and laid back, because I am laid back right now. I'm just relaxing here. All right. Let's see how we want to create and promote and make more money on social media. You want to create and promote your own information products. Some people call it digital products, but here it's information product. Now, this is totally different from being a consultant or a coach and doing a Skype call to teach a client. Here, I'm telling you just to create a product and sell it to millions of people. This is as evergreen as content can be. All right. Now, for those who are just joining us and trying to understand what we're talking about here, I'm just talking about the fact that right now, there are people making a living on social media without a huge operational backbone supporting them, or without even selling anything. They don't have tens of staff members or advisors, but only a great idea or a captivating philosophy they constantly pitch to an adoring audience. And then you have those people who are making a killing on social media after having built methodically and over several years a sizable follower base, great products or services, and a super effective conversion machine. In this video, we are combining both operational versions of social media business, that is, on one end, the relaxed but money-making strategy, and on the other end, the well-oiled and highly active and proactive approach. We're showing you the ultimate beginner's guide on how to quickly make ridiculous money on social media with little or no investment and without quitting your day job. I want you to keep your day job so money can still be coming into your bank account, right? So now let's talk about how to create great information products. Now, I want people to listen. If you're a YouTuber, if you're a blogger, if you're a podcaster, if you're an author, if you're a speaker, if you're a coach, or if you're a consultant, or if you intend to become any one of those people, please listen up. E-courses are a great way to inform the general public, to acquire customers, or to teach prospects how to use products or services. This could be your own products or somebody else's product, doesn't matter. You are providing a solution, right? You have identified the pain point of a particular audience, and you're trying to solve that pain point. Now, don't take this lightly, because according to Statista, the e-learning market will reach $325 billion in 5 years. Let me repeat that. $325 billion. That's the e-learning market, in the size of the market in 5 years. So it's just a lot of ka-ching to be made, a lot of cash to be had for everybody, actually. The kick is so big, you don't have to worry about your competitors. Just trying to do what you do and trying to do it good, or even better, every single day, right? The good thing here is once you create your own information products, those courses can be accessed through different formats. You can do them as packaged format. You can use learning management systems. You can sell them on platforms. You can package them as ebooks. You can do service or other channels. Now, make sure that you pick an online course topic that you are comfortable talking about, that you have experience in, and most important, that is specific to your target audience, right? Now, if you want to validate your online course, which is very important before you create the whole course, you want to validate the course. So you can write a book or have a blog or vlog about it, just to kind of test the waters here, right? Because that's what we want. The last thing you want is to do the whole 9 yards without testing. So you want to validate first. If you remember earlier, I was telling you how you have to create a landing page, right? And do A/B testing and see what works. It's the same thing here. Start small, go easy peasy, just write a book or have a blog or vlog and see the reaction. If the reaction is good, then you could do a full size course. Now, one way to also promote your own information products is to pre-sell your online course. So in other words, before you even write the content for the course, you already have the money in the bank account. Isn't that beautiful? That's what a lot of New York Times bestseller authors do, right? They get a cut from their publishing company, the publishing house, even before they release the products. So they get 1 million or 2 million before they release the product, the book. So do the same thing, try to pre-sell your online course. By doing so, the customers will pay you not only to motivate you, but they will also put pressure on you to deliver good work. Now, the beauty in that is that the customers are already telling you, hey, listen, we like the content, we like the topic, and we are ready to prepay for it. You can't get better than when it comes to validation here. All right. You can also launch a pilot course. Launching a pilot course is also very great. It allows you to test the waters, to see what people like, what people don't like. So you have the opportunity to change things around. Okay, this is very great. Now, always create engaging content. I can never overemphasize that. You want to create content that is educational, like the one you're listening to now, inspirational, like the one you're listening to now, entertaining, of course, the one you're listening to now, and informative. So let me repeat that. You want to create what I call the double IE. So IEIE. So inspirational, content that is inspirational, educational, informative, and entertaining. Now, you don't have to have all those ingredients in one course, but always make sure the course is engaging. The content is engaging. It's captivating. All right? I'll be right back right after this. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of Sweetie Kiwi. We are ready to wrap up our show today, but we still have a lot of good stuff to cover, so don't stick around, and we will be very happy to talk to you. Before I continue, I want to give a quick shout out to Brooklyn Combs. He or she is in Uncle Quince, that's in Maine, Kidden Porter in Camden, Maine, and Crystal Dominguez in York, Maine. Thank you so much for your support, your encouragement, your tips. We really appreciate that. And thanks to our millions of viewers and listeners and fans in the United States of America, in Canada, in the UK, in Australia, New Zealand, in France, in Japan, all over the world. We love you. South Africa, Nigeria, Togo, Algeria, Brazil, Argentina, whatever the place. We appreciate the support. Thank you so much. Thank you. Now, everything I've been talking about today, before I do the recap, again, I want to really stress that those things must be done over the weekend. All right? Take 2, 3, 4 hours, whatever works for you, and focus on it once a week. Scale the operation and quit your job once you get good traction revenue wise. All right? Now, what are the 10 things I spoke about today? Today I talk about, and even before I said that, today's show was about a tutorial on how to quickly make ridiculous money on social media with little or no investment and without quitting your day job. All right? We don't want you to quit your day job. So I spoke about 10 things, 10 steps you have to take to make sure that you make the money you deserve. First, polish up your online reputation. Number 2, find your niche. Number 3, pick 3 platforms. I advise you, FYI, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Join an influencer network. Create quality content. Boost engagement rates. Promote affiliate products. Make money from your own talent. Grow on the tree. You want to grow on the 3 social media you picked earlier. So again, that's Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. You can pick others though. I mean, I explained to you why we love those 3 because of their ubiquity and other, the ubiquity, the size of the audience, the functionalities, and also their prominence in the news and on social media, of course. And lastly, you want to create and promote your own information products. This is very important. Now, today's CTA, call to action. Very important. We all know the popular quote that says information is power. And some people say that even a little child knows. This saying may be powerful, that's for sure. But nowadays, it has become a cliche. Think about it, right? For me, information is certainly power, but action is omnipotence, all powerfulness, supremacy. Doing things is what moves the world. Doing things is why you are currently where you are, and doing things will be the number 1 reason why you will reach the destination you want to reach. So act today and start moving your life in the right direction. To get you started, here are a few things I recommend you do in relation to today's topic. Devise and implement your social media business strategy today. Find 2-3 platforms that fit your target audience and products or services. Consider purchasing appropriate digital marketing software to boost your strategy. Hire a social media consultant to accompany you in your journey. Launch your strategy, right? Promote affiliate products. Promote your own product and services. Promote your coaching or consulting services. Use visual media to promote your crafts, right? So video, photos, those are always a biggie. Create and promote your own information product. I just talked about it. It's very important. Digital products, your courses, your tutorials, your webinars, your guides, all that kind of stuff. And join the YouTube Partner Program today. So this is really the 6 things that we believe, the 10 or 11 or 12 or 15 things that you should do. Of course, this list is not exhaustive, right? But it kind of gives you an idea of things that work. And we've spent months doing research on this topic before giving you this show, before preparing this show. And those are the winners. Those are the winning strategies we've seen. And those are the strategies we believe that you can also follow to dominate the industry, right? If you want to understand how things like good content, attention, engagement, and opinion shape social discourse around a disruptive new technology, around a disruptive new product, around a new piece of content, then this show did that for you. This show explained to you why certain topics pick up while others die. All right? Okay, I think this is about it, folks. Thank you so much for your attention today. We're about to wrap up. And no. We still have one thing to talk about. That's the pro tip. And I'll be right back right after this. Here is today's pro tip. Outsource the whole operation if possible. There are several tools out there that allow you to start from scratch, build and manage your social media for you, and advise you on online marketing, including affiliate marketing. You only need to provide them with the niche you want to get in, your goals, your budget, and your deadline. Most of these tools and companies are found in the social media management software or social media management agencies, and it doesn't have to be that expensive. Shop around, pitch one agency against another, and let the lowest but greatest quality provider win your business. Some companies charge as low as $19 per month to get you started. Good luck and stay marvelous.